Hey guys, today we are going to learn how to quickly copy and paste songs from the internet without getting another computer involved. So if you're a singer, you can hop out to a lyrics website. If you're a guitar player, you might want to hop out to Ultimate Guitar and quickly pull those down without involving another computer. Now let's do that. So from the main menu, I'm going to go into Internet and Presentations, number 2 here. And before I go into copy paste songs from the internet, I want to set a default homepage. So let's go ahead and do that from Internet. I'm going to hit enter on number 1 here, or you can just type in the number 1 and it'll take you right to it. So I'm going to set page as startup. Mine's already set to Ultimate Guitar, but if yours is not, you can just simply type it in here or whatever web page you want to bring up when you go through this exercise. Okay. So let's go back. I'm going to hit AA on my keyboard to go back, or on my pedal I can hit left. Okay. From here, let's copy and paste songs from the internet. So I'm going to go into number 2, or just type 2 on my keyboard, and it's going to open up 2 windows. The first window it's going to open is our text editor, which we have in dark blue. Now, the second window is going to be the browser. In this case, it's opening the default page we just set to, which is, in this case, Ultimate Guitar. So while that is loading, I do want to mention to go between windows, you will hold down Alt and Tab on your keyboard. Alt is right next to your spacebar, and then Tab, and that will actually let you toggle between windows here. Okay, so we're going to go into, so Ultimate Guitar comes up in the top corner. I'm going to search for the song that I want to pull down. Maybe you're at a gig and somebody just tipped you $20 to play Sweet Caroline, and you're like, man, I haven't played that in years. I vaguely remember it, but I can fake it. I just need the chords and lyrics in front of me. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go and I'm going to click into the window in the top corner. I can use my 2 fingers on my touchpad and kind of scroll as well, which is kind of nice. But I'm going to type in Sweet Caroline. Press enter, and it's going to find a bunch of different versions. There they are. And I'm going to look for one that's got quite a few high-level reviews. Okay, so now we're in Sweet Caroline, and first thing I want to do is ignore this download PDF. We don't really care for that because that's going to be an image file, which we don't really want because we really want the raw text. So don't use download PDF. But let's go over to this pencil. You've probably never noticed before, and click that pencil icon. It says Edit, and then click the Make Personal Edits. And notice it just opened up a window on top of itself of all the raw text. This is what we want. This is the cleanest format that we're going to paste into our text editor. Okay, so I'm going to click into this window, and I'm going to do on my keyboard, I'm going to press Control A for all to select all. Control A for all, it highlights everything in blue. And then I can either do Control C to copy or simply right click and choose copy. Okay, now to toggle back to my text editor, I'm going to hold down the Alt key next to the space bar, hold down Alt, and press Tab. And then that will help me toggle between windows. And I want the blue text editor here. Okay. Now from here, first thing I want to do is type in Sweet Caroline. You always want to name the song, the title of the song in the very first line, always. All right, number 3, I'm going to do Control V to paste. V as in Victor. Or I can right click and choose paste. Either one works. All right, and there they are. And it looks nice and clean. So a couple other things I might want to do here. I can certainly add some notes here. So we want to say, maybe what key it's in. In this case, it looks like it's in a key of A. Technically, it's in B because it's on capo 2. But I'm just going to say key of A because that's what we have down below. And then mentioning it's capo 2 probably would not hurt as well. And there's some extra notes in here. Maybe I just want to take that stuff out. Maybe I don't want all that because I want to go right into the song. Okay? And so right there on the intro. Yeah, and then I'm just going to go in here, skim everything, make sure everything looks good. Yep, everything looks great. So from here, I'm simply going to move over to the top right, click on Save or Control S, either one works. And then it saves it as a temporary file, which is fine because the program knows to name the file sweetcaroline.txt on this method because we put Sweet Caroline in the first line. So that's super important. So we can go ahead and close this top right corner, click the X. We can close out of our browser as well. And watch what happens. As soon as I close out the browser, it knows that I just went through that exercise, and it's going to restart automatically because it's renaming that temporary file to say Sweet Caroline, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's go in and make sure it's there. It was not there before, so I'm going to go into every song, hit 1, hit 2 for every song. I'm going to do a Shift S to go down to the S's, And let's go all the way down to Sweet Caroline, see if it's there. Let's see, make sure it doesn't make a liar out of me. And come on. Okay, there it is, Sweet Caroline. Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and hit enter and see if it brings it up. And there it is. Yep, just as we suspected. Now, I do have color headers turned on. That's why you see the yellow intro and the green verse. I also have color chord turns on. That's why you see the blue chords as well. But guys, it's that simple to go out and copy and paste.